Okay, hello everyone. Sorry, I'm a bit late. My bridesmaids' dresses have literally just turned up. So we ordered them online, they've just turned up now, which is exciting. Also sorted out our suits today, it's all coming together. So thank you if you're joining me live, thank you for joining me live. If you're watching this video on a replay or YouTube or on my blog, then hello, and if you want to watch me live next time and see what's coming up next in the schedule, then join my Facebook group, Amber in My Pocket. That's where this is going live right now, Amber in My Pocket. So today I'm talking about creating a super simple business building marketing plan. If you don't already have a marketing plan, then by the end of today, and I do really think you can do this quite quickly, so by the end of today you'll have the perfect marketing plan. A marketing plan is so important for your business and for your growth. Don't just wing it. A goal without a plan is just a wish. I'm sure you've heard that before. So when you have a simple set of steps to go through, simple strategies, it's going to make it so much easier to grow your business. Last week, in last week's video, how to get started as a new business owner, I've copied the slide here so you can see. I spoke about making money, and we spoke about creating a business plan as well. We touched on the marketing side of things, but it was mostly about a general business plan. So you would have wrote about your target audience, your goals for your business, like income goals as well. And then further in the video we spoke about making money and said if you're starting a business because you need more money or you're looking to make money in your business ASAP, you need to focus on the money making tasks straight away. And it's easy to get caught up in being on every single social media platform and writing blog posts and creating pretty graphics. It's easy to procrastinate and get caught up in all the different tasks that you can do. But bear in mind, you don't have to do everything and you don't have to do it all straight away. You just need a few solid activities that you can focus on and be consistent with to make money and to grow your business. So the other day, I've literally just popped this in because I was watching a webinar a couple of days ago with Hayley Burkhead at profitplanner.co, and if you haven't heard of her, go over and check out her website. She's brilliant. I'm a little bit in love with her. But I was watching one of her webinars the other day and she explained it so well. She said, think of each marketing activity like a bridge. So you need to go from where you are now to where you want to be and where you want your business to go, your goals. You don't need lots of bridges. All you need is just one bridge to get there. And this is a key word as well. You need one or two complete bridges. Her idea was if you try and master Facebook and you maybe put a couple of Facebook posts out and then think, oh no, it's not working, I'll move on to Pinterest and I'll move on to Instagram. All you're doing is creating half complete bridges. You're not going all the way. Whereas you need to pick an activity, focus on it, build that complete bridge, be consistent with it and get to the other side where you want to be. So little diagram, where you are, where you want to be. All you need is one complete bridge. So you might be thinking now, what are my money making activities? We touched on it last week. I said that you needed the money making activities, but I didn't tell you how to actually find them. So I've created a spreadsheet. It's on Google Docs, but you can copy it into Excel or Numbers, depending on what you use on your computer. This is the link, and I know it's a bit tricky to see and to remember, but trust me, it was a lot longer and a lot worse, which is why I did a bit.ly link. But I will pop this on the post as well. I'll put it in the comments, and so you can just click straight through to that, and it'll show you a copy of my marketing plan template. All you need to do then is click File, make a copy to save a copy in your Google Drive. If you don't use that, you can click Download As and save it as an Excel spreadsheet or a Numbers spreadsheet. So the first sheet in there is kind of like a brainstorming activity. Feel free to write over all of this. Don't worry, it's not going to delete my copy because you'll be making your own copy, but I've put information in there so that you've got an example to work from. Right at the very top I've put about target audience, just so that you can remind yourself of who they are and what they want. If you don't know who your target audience is yet, then I've put the link to that worksheet just at the top here. and that will help you figure out who they are. That's a key sort of activity to do first, because your marketing is all about them, so you need to think about what they want rather than what you want. So the idea with this is that we brainstorm all of our marketing ideas, and if you're anything like me, you'll have a lot of them. When I first started, I had about 2 A4 pages worth of different strategies, different marketing ideas, and that was my marketing plan. I tried to do all of them, which is obviously not going to work, because you need to be spending time actually running your business, serving your clients, making your products. You don't have time to constantly market, which is why we want to focus on the simple strategies, because even when you do get really, really busy and you think you don't need to market anymore, you do actually need to still keep marketing, still keep putting your business out there, because you don't want to find, once you've worked through all of your current clients, you don't want to find that actually you're stuck now in a quiet period and you have to start all over again with your marketing. That's why it's a good idea to keep it simple and consistently keep up with your marketing, even when you're really booked up, even when you're busy. So write down all of your marketing ideas and then go through each of them with pros, cons, what your target audience might think of this. And I've put ROI, return on investment. I couldn't think of a better way to explain it, but it's more of a return on investment of time than money, just kind of what you're going to get out of it. So if we go through the first one together, let me just check if I've got any comments. No, it doesn't look like it. Sorry if you have commented and it's not coming up. I still don't have comments on Ecamm, I don't know why. Okay, so blogging. I've put for pros that it's good for SEO, so it's good for search engine optimization. It refreshes your website, keeps it up to date, establishes you as an expert, so you can write really in depth about your topic, tell people you know exactly what you're doing. It's easy to set up opt-ins to get them on your email list as well, so it's easy to kind of advance that marketing strategy into email marketing. The cons, it is time consuming. I massively underestimated how long it can take to write a blog post. I used to write one every couple of days, I think it used to be. I just can't keep up with it anymore. So it is time consuming. It needs another marketing strategy or activity to promote the actual post. You can't just put it out there and expect people to find it. It needs to be partnered with something like Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest, where you can put it to, you can post it to those social platforms to promote it. So I've put their blogging on its own isn't enough. And it is more of a long-term strategy. So it's not going to get you customers straight away. It's more of something that you do long-term. So target audience views. My target audience I've written here, that's mostly women aged 25 to 50. They're working hard in their small business but not making as much money as they'd like to. They love the laptop lifestyle and the freedom their business brings, so they can spend quality time with their family while earning a living. So that kind of implies that they don't really have a lot of free time to read through tons of blog posts. So I'm not saying not to do blogging altogether, but I've put an idea in here saying put checklists and overviews in the post to allow for quick reading. So with this column, just think about what your target audience would like from that particular marketing activity. So ROI, again, more of a return on investment of time rather than money. Like I said, it's a longer term strategy. So people aren't generally going to read one blog post and decide to buy from you. They'll probably read a few more blog posts. Perhaps they'll read your blog posts and sign up to an opt-in, or perhaps they'll read your blog post and decide to follow you on social media. It's a good way to establish expertise, but and to feed through to different parts of your funnel, but it's probably not going to get you money on its own, probably not going to make sales on its own. So I've done that through for Facebook Live and email marketing. You've probably got tons more ideas that you can put here. I'm not saying that you have to pick one and delete the rest. Save them for later, just highlight them for now, the ones that you're going to focus on, and you can perhaps try different activities, try different strategies and see what works. but the idea is you focus on one or two different things, not one or two different things, one or two consistent things, and evaluate the results. So once you've done your analysis, you've decided what's going to be best for your business, you've highlighted the ones that you're going to focus on for now, and what's going to be best for your business, for your audience as well, and for your revenue. So keep that in mind, what's going to be best for your business, audience, key one, audience, and for your revenue. Also, what's going to be best for you and the time or budget you have available. If you know you're not going to be able to write a blog post every week, then perhaps blogging isn't one to focus on, or perhaps you could write a blog post every month instead of every week. There's no right or wrong way to do these things. You can set your own rules. The next step with that is to copy those key marketing activities that you've decided to focus on for now into your marketing plan. And this is what the marketing plan looks like. So it doesn't look like much there, but I've got an example of mine. And on Google Drive, these little boxes are check boxes. So you just click them and it puts a tick in there. I find that so easy to keep track of my marketing. And it's kind of a habit now. I go into Google Drive and I tick off all of these things. The dates at the moment, it looks like they're November, so you'll have to change those. I'll change those actually before I put it in the group. But you can make a new sheet for every month. You can overwrite this. The main thing is that you have your key marketing activities down here, and then a checkbox to keep you accountable, and so that you know exactly what you're doing each day. You can divide your marketing activities as well further down, so you can divide them into something that you're going to do every day, every week, every month. Maybe you'll do it every other day. Totally up to you. You can change the way that you order these completely. So for mine, I generally do Facebook group networking every day, even if it's just 10 minutes. I go in, I respond to comments, or post on promo threads. I go in every day, and then once I've done that, I'll tick it off. Also with me, it kind of keeps me accountable. I don't like leaving boxes unchecked. I don't know about you, maybe I'm just a bit OCD, but I don't like leaving boxes unchecked, so it kind of motivates me to actually stick to this marketing plan. My weekly marketing activities, I have to make these slides for my Facebook Live videos, and then I go live in the group, and then from that I create a blog post. And that may seem like a lot, but it's working for me really well, because I use something called Temi.com, Temi.com, and it transcribes these videos into text. So then I just go through, I correct anything, or any times that I've said too much and it's picked that up. I go through and I bulk it out into a blog post. So it's kind of given me an outline of a blog post doing these videos. So then I create, from this video, I'd create a blog post, and then I'd promote it on social media. If you can see that, I'm not sure if you can see that on the video, it's probably quite tiny writing. Here it says recur post. That's what I use for my social media scheduling. It's brilliant, it's really good. And as the name suggests, the posts recur, so you add them into libraries, and so every few months it'll post the same ones again. They kind of just loop through, and that's absolutely fine. I did think that that wasn't a good idea before, because I thought, oh no, there's duplicate posts, like everyone's going to think that I'm just churning out the same content. But the reach on Facebook, the reach on Instagram, it's so small sometimes that people will probably be seeing that post for the first time when it goes out. So I do use recur post. I don't know if I've said that right. I use that to schedule all my social media. It makes it so easy. And then I also add it to Pinterest. And I've put that there as well, actually. Duplicated it. Yeah, I add it to Tailwind. So Tailwind does a similar sort of thing. It's got something called a smart loop that loops your pins. So it's all quite automated, really. It doesn't take too much of my time to add these to recur post and Tailwind. And then monthly, I would go through and create upsells, my two most popular blog posts. So an upsell would be something like this, where I've created the spreadsheet, I've shared the spreadsheet, and on my blog post people would have to sign up to download this. I've got build partnerships, so that's more of like a PR activity. I get in touch with at least one person a month, so at the very least it will be one person, preferably more, about helping their audience. So it might be doing a live video in someone else's Facebook group, for example. I also look for guest post opportunities. I like to post on other people's websites. And lastly, I do have an email newsletter. I'm not very good at it. I never know what to say on an email newsletter, but it is in my marketing plan, and I do have a plan to get better at it as well. So that is my marketing plan. To me, that looks really simple. I hope you think so as well. I hope you find it really helpful. Yeah, it really helps me, and especially I'm only focusing on, so I've got Facebook, I've got blogging, I've got Pinterest. So I've got 3 key marketing activities, and then I should probably add an email newsletter as a key marketing activity as well, but I'm yet to master it completely. So I'd say I've got 3 key marketing activities there. So setting it up easily like this with checkboxes, it means you can track that you're actually doing them, and it means you can make sure that you're doing them, and you can see if you've missed out, you can see the dates that you've missed out. It's easy to forget about your marketing when you're busy. Everyone's busy, but especially when you have a lot of clients, when you've got to the point where you're kind of juggling tasks, it's easy to just forget about your marketing, but you need to be consistent with it, and this sort of plan helps you to stay consistent with it. And I've said consistent a lot, but it is important. The key thing about creating a simple and business building marketing plan is consistency. If you write one Facebook post a month, then you won't see any results from it. You need to be doing that consistently, a few times a week at least. You need to show up, you need to be consistent, you need to stick to these few simple strategies, and it will make it so much easier to build your business. I mentioned this earlier, but don't feel like you've got to stick to the same plan forever. You can switch it up a bit, you can try a new strategy one month. I'd recommend doing it little by little rather than a major overhaul of your marketing. You don't want to change your plan completely every couple of months, but perhaps you'll decide to not post quite so much to Facebook and try Instagram instead. That sort of thing. Just make small changes and evaluate what happens. See if it makes your sales go up, or if it makes your website traffic go up. And just try new things little by little, do it strategically and track the results. You can do that in this spreadsheet as well. So for example, one month you might add an extra one here, and perhaps you'll highlight in a different colour to show that it's a test, and then see what happens when you consistently do that new method. You might then replace it. So you might take Pinterest out, for example, and pop Instagram in there. So do you see what I mean? It makes it just a lot easier to use this marketing plan. So I'm going to check quickly if I've got any comments, because they're not showing up on eCam. If you do have any questions, let me know. Nearly there. Okay, no comments so far, but I can see that a couple of people have been watching all the way through, so thank you. Let me know who you are. I'd love to know who it is that's watching, and let me know how you get on with this. I hope it's been really helpful for you. So I will pop the slides in the group shortly, and I'll put that link in the group as well, so that you can go and make a copy of this marketing plan. Let me know if you need any help by commenting on this video, or just post in the group. Post your own post, it doesn't have to be a comment. Post your own post in the group and I can help. Thank you for watching. Bye.